Good day, awesome folks, it's Awesome here, and I'm bringing you a post-commentated Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battle against Andrew, aka Dragon Plays? Sounds like some kind of gangster rapper dragon type thing. You know, like a Latios and a lowrider. Anyway, Dragon Blaze, I think is, I don't know if he wants to be called version 2, or is it just V2? Or am I missing a joke or a reference? I don't know, but yeah, his links will be in the description below. He has a channel and a Twitter that you should check out because he's a cool guy. And for a flaming dragon, a blazing dragon, I think that is that being cool is quite an achievement. Definitely worth recognition. Lol, I am so bad at the jokes. How do I even jokes, guys? Anyway, enough of my rambling. It's time to go through the teams. We're having a mixed tier battle. I said maximum of 2 OU, please. Thanks, please. Now, well, you might argue, oh, well, Staraptor is BL, blah, blah, blah. I don't really mind. It's all cool. It's all groovy. It's all gravy. One disclaimer I've got to make about this battle at the very beginning is I realised that I'd accidentally put 2 Megas on this team just before we got to sending out our first Pokemon. And then I realised, ended the battle, so I switched out my Mega Scizor, which is my Defog Mega Scizor, for Bandit Scizor. Now, because I was so keen to rectify my mistake quickly and get back onto the battle and not keep him waiting anymore and get this video recorded for you guys, this is also why there was no live battle yesterday, by the way, guys. To get this video out for you, I really wanted to do it as quick as possible, and it completely slipped my mind before we were about, what, 5, 6, maybe more turns into the battle, that I had completely neglected to bring a spinner or a defogger, and that really comes back to kick me in the dick later on, to be quite honest with you. So yeah, I am bringing some Pokemon you may recognize from a very recent battle, as a matter of fact. We're bringing the Aviolite Nosepass, with the status spreading of the Thunder Wave variety. Stealth Rocks and Volt Switch, god damn it! Volt Switch and Ancient Power. We've got Seismitoad that has Specs and Swift Swim, who is going to be supported by the Politoed, which is of course Drizzle. It has Perish Song to try and force switches. It has Toxic, and it also has Encore and Scald. Surprise, surprise! There's a nice original set, right? Yeah, now we've got the, not a Regenerator, a Klutz Ordino with Skill Swap. I really like this. It's got leftovers, so when you do switch out the Klutz ability for something else, you can use your leftovers. They can't use their item. Cripple City, yo! Yeah, also it has Wish, obviously, Dazzling Gleam, all that sort of the good stuff that you saw the last time. Then, as I said before, we have the Bandit Scizor with Knockoff, U-Turn, Knockoff, Bullet Punch, and the Brick Break. And then the Mega Aggron with the standard set, Roar to get up rocks, to help to circulate that rocks damage. Got Heavy Slam. We've got Earthquake and Rock Slide, the standard. The good old cookie cutter. And then, of course, our buddy here is bringing Scary Sauce team of Suicune, Nidoking, Infernape, Heatran, Staraptor, and the ever-terrifying Roserade. Now, I won't bother to speculate about what those roles may or may not have been. I'm just going to let you guys watch this battle because it is a good one. It is a good one. In my honest opinion, Andrew is issuing a challenge. Okay, buddy. Okay, that's cool. Got those big old green eyes. His eyes were green as hell. Okay, Groucho, let's do this. This is a wonderful matchup for us. The thing is, guys, is I full-on thought that this thing would probably come out first. And then I thought, you know what? No, it's cool. It's cool. Groucho can take that hit. It's fine. Get up Stealth Rocks and then Volt Switch out, hopefully, if we're lucky. Or maybe even Thunder Wave it, then get up Stealth Rocks. But, guys, you know what I forgot about? I forgot about a little thing called Natural Cure. I also forgot that quite often lead Roserades are hazard setters. So now this guy has got up, what, a layer of Toxic Spikes, 2 layers of Spikes, I think? Or was it 1 layer of Spikes? I missed that there. Either way, it's Hazard City. This is a very hazardous battle for us right now, and I ain't pleased. So I decided to get this guy the hell out of there after paralyzing this thing, and I was really chuffed when I paralyzed this at first, because I thought, hell yeah, I'm gonna take me some initiative, but yeah, so much fail. Because I completely forgot about the Natural Cure, which is what this thing is carrying, and he gets up another layer of Spikes because he predicts that there's nothing we can do to that thing, and we're either going to switch out or do something else which he won't even give a monkey's about. How unfortunate. He does predict the U-turn here. I think he must assume that this is a Bandit Scizor. Yeah, predicts the U-turn, sends in his Water type. He may have actually just predicted us to go for a couple of Bullet Punches. I don't know. But either way, this thing is probably his best switch outside of Heatran for Scizor. Actually, I suppose Infernape, le Spanish monkey. Just the way I said that, you know. Anyway, yeah, I suppose he'd be a pretty decent switch too, now that I think about it. So we sent Groucho back in, which might seem like a retarded play, but yeah, you know, what else was I supposed to do? You saw that team. What else should I have switched thing to this thing?
God damn. Such a water weakness. So it's not even funny, you guys. I don't know what I was thinking.
What was that voice even? Yeah, so this game is all about the switches. This guy, he switch plays, he predicts like a boss, I'm not gonna lie. He makes some insane predictions. And obviously I'm trying to counter predict, but I don't start to really get a feel for his playstyle or for his sort of strategies until too far into this battle. I mean, I didn't realise how much of a switcher he was, and you know, his switches are always very clever, always designed to give him the momentum that he needs, you know, to say set up another layer of spikes. Or you see, he's just all over me. He's all over my ass right now. He's throwing a monkey onto my back, and I can't get the monkey off my back. You know, I'm mixing metaphors right now. Basically, he is on my tail, and I cannot evade him. So now, more switching, switch play, switch play, switch play. Now, of course, this U-turn is going to do a decent amount, but not enough. Not enough. I mean, look at that thing, especially after like some form of recovery, you know, a couple of turns of recovery, and he's going to be in top-notch condition to take another hit and do all sorts of shenanigans. Now, the reason I send feelers out here is because I was hoping just to switch Klutz onto this thing to try and nerf its recovery somewhat, be able to absorb a couple of hits, maybe get a wish or a yawn off. You know, just do some crippling, just do some damage. But of course, because we have no defogger, guys, bearing in mind Scizor would have been almost the perfect defogger for countering this team, because he's immune to toxic spikes. Yeah, so with that in mind, that really screwed us right in the jacksie. Yeah, so Ordino here is poisoned, which is going to seriously hamper his ability, or her ability, sorry, are you a girl? No, I forget, I'm sorry, to actually do anything in this battle, because she's going to have to switch out so much and not even get the regenerator recovery. We're going to have to rely on Wish a lot. You know, we've seriously crippled ourselves here without having that defog support. Heatran comes in, there's not a goddamn thing Dazzling Gleam can do to Heatran at all. The only thing we can do to this thing is possibly yawn it, but I don't want to stay in and take an attack from this thing, because I need Feelers at a much higher health to be able to do anything later on. So we're sending you back in, which is the obvious choice for this thing, in my honest opinion. The idea here is to set up the rain to try and boost the other Froggy, because this is a double frog bonanza. The duo, the dynamic duo of Hoppingtons. What? Yeah, so we get taunted, which is fine, because we didn't actually go for any non-attacking moves. We just went straight up for the Scald, I believe, didn't we? Did we? No, we didn't. Did we? No? What did we do? Did I miss something here? I missed a thing. I was digressing too much. God damn. So Superwoman comes in, obviously predicting us to go for a Scald, because that is the only move that we can go for. The only move if we stay in. You know, because we're taunted, and what? This thing only maybe carries Ice Beam on a very rare occasion. I think he sussed that that's not for this team, the Ice Beam. Now, I've sent this thing in. Yes, it is quad weak to grass types, but also it has a Specs boosted, Stab boosted, fairly powerful neutral attack on this thing. You know, we're about to outspeed thanks to Swift Swim. Oh no, actually, goddamn. No, this isn't the stand. I'm getting ahead of myself, guys. This isn't the stand. He sends in Tsunami to take this Earth Power. Now, the question is, if this thing is super duper special invested, is there a chance he can take it? I'm going to say nah. I'm going to say he cannot take that. And he doesn't. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, Tsunami. We rock the Earth to force the Tsunami back into the water, the ocean. Bad metaphors today. I can't even metaphor today, guys. This is shameful behavior. Okay, so now we still have our speed boosted by the rain. We are locked into a move which is Stab.
I had some serious technical difficulties right there. They were so bad they made me sound like Batman. I'm not quite sure why, but basically my hard drive became full at the end there. Well, the end of that first part of the battle, and I had to stop recording. Luckily, I recorded again from the same point in the battle, roughly, but my narration may be a little bit uneven and may not make any sense for a few seconds either way because of some overlap. I hope you're okay with that. Really sorry, you guys. It can't be helped. I'm still human, even though I'm Batman. Now back to the battle. God damn it, no.
So, if you thought sending this thing in on Roserade before and keeping it in on it this time was crazy, don't forget we are boosted. Our speed is boosted by Swift Swim, so we are faster. We have specs and are using a stab boosted neutral attack on this thing, and I really genuinely believe that would take Roserade out. I 100% underestimated its special bulk. That is insane. It must be built in the rain to be able to take, you know, stab fire moves from certain Pokemon at full health, I imagine. So it's probably in some way specially buffed. God damn! So there we go. A potent and powerful attacker on this team has been slain. Laid to waste. Fairly early on, because we are only about halfway through this battle at this point. Believe it or not, guys. Although it looks like our opponent has absolutely taken the lead, we are not completely out of the running just yet, friends. Okay, so now this is basically every Scizor trainer's worst nightmare. You know, you got those beautiful, beautiful wings, those powerful pincers,
Rendered useless! Nothing before this mighty lava turtle.
But of course, Ginyu doesn't care jack for any of this thing's attacks. Not in the slightest, n'est-ce pas? But he is poisoned, so his longevity is severely reduced right now. Now the question is though, how to best disrupt our opponent with this guy? Do we predict a switch and try and switch out ourselves? Do we go for a Perishong to try and force a switch later on? Do we go for an Encore for no reason? Or do we just go for a Scald and hope for the best? Hope that he stays in, decides to switch into something that isn't this for some strange reason. Maybe you predict something different. I thought we'd just go for it. And do you know what? It did a lot more than I was expecting. I know it didn't do much, but really, considering... I know it's boosted by the rain and stuff, but... considering how little damage it took last time, I really did not see that doing anywhere near that much, so I was pleasantly surprised by that. We do get this nice opportunity to switch out into Scizor, knowing there's not too much this thing can do to us unless it's running HP Fire, which will probably KO from that range, even in the rain, even though it's not stab, even though it's hidden power. But no, our opponent makes a pro play, decides to get up that next layer of spikes, which is basically going to ensure that switching in and out is a dangerous thing for us to do. And with U-turn being one of our main tactics on this team, the banded U-turn, that's severely going to dick us. It's really going to slap us around the chops with a big old soggy teabag and other such British cliches. At least we knock off that Life Orb, which is tasty times, you know. It's always good to have Nidoking without a Life Orb. You know, because power, really. People underestimate, you know. They should not do that. Yeah, look at that spikes damage. That is just insane. There is no possible way we are getting past this round. At all. Ginyu, it's been an honor, sir. It's been an honor and a pleasure and a privilege. Look at his little arms waving when he gets hit. He's like, oh god, no, not again. Okay, now my boy Aggron's coming in because I really think that he might be able to do something about this guy because we took on a Nidoking quite nicely in the last matchup we had with with Mega Aggron. I think that he's going to expect me to stay in and go for a Heavy Slam, which is exactly what I do, but I'm not sure whether or not he'll want to stay in and try and go for the ground type move, or whether he'll just switch out, try and make a pro play. But no, that ground type move is getting absorbed. We're eating that up. And we can just wreck his soul with a Heavy Slam. The thing is though, is that went down ridiculously slowly, do you not think? Considering a crit took out a Nidoking from max HP, I mean that thing must be invested in a very crazy source way. I mean I'm not entirely sure how, but it must be. It's gotta be. Hey Groucho! Now I decided to send in Groucho here because there's not too much else he can do in this battle. You know, he can't really spread too much paralysis because he'll just keep sending in Roserade to absorb it. Yeah, Stealth Rock has already been put up. His Volt Switch and Ancient Power tactics aren't really going to be doing much damage. He's not invested offensively. So yeah, it is time for Groucho to bow out. You know, go and rest that beautiful big old nose of yours, polish that thing up, make it shine for the next battle. We bring Felia's in because we just need to do stuff. Wishes and yawns need to happen. It's the only chance we have, even though I know that our opponent is going to outspeed, get a super effective hit off, and just break our ears, slap us senseless with them, and then kick us into a dirty hole in the ground. We're just being decimated right now. Our opponent is basically cleaning up house, I believe is the expression you youngsters use these days. God damn, why do I even talk? Why do I think it's acceptable for me to talk on the internet to people? Really? You know, maybe record this for my own benefit and just watch it back like, I'm funny, I battle people. But yeah, subjecting you guys to this, I don't know why you watch me. But yeah, that bullet punch is going to do 0.00 nothing. And Heatran is just going to squat over us and poop out a big old ball of fire all over our face and just melt our skull into oblivion. And this is how this game's going to go. I think this battle's over, guys. GG. GG. If this battle was a girl, you call her GG. What is wrong with me? I think I'm sleep deprived. No, I'm not. I'm really not. I'm really not. That's not true. I sleep too much. Not all the time. Sometimes I do get quite restless. But yeah, now it's up to Mega Aggron. Can Mega Aggron in the rain take a powerful fire-type move from this guy? What do we think, guys? Place your bets. I'ma say nah, right? Right? Come on, 39 HP. What? Oh, yeah, you heard it right. You heard it here first. That's right. Mega Aggron in the rain can live a lava plume from a Heatran at 39 HP. That's right. Amazing. Yeah, so I'm definitely going to keep that in mind. And I really think that some sort of maybe mixed wall Heatran? Burp? Mixed wall Mega Aggron on a rain team, maybe, could be a nice thing. I mean, maybe people do that already. Maybe that's already a common thing. But I'ma do it now. I'ma make it happen. And I don't know if that's it. I mean, I don't know what an RMT is. I think that might be what I'm doing. If I say, oh, I'm going to make this set that no one's done before, then build a team around it. Is that an RMT? I think that's an RMT. Is it? I don't know. I don't know. What's a Pokemon? Pikachu? You want to get a Pikachu? You dirty bastard. Anyway, I digress from my senile ramblings. I do not know what is wrong with me today. I think somebody slipped something into my water, to be perfectly honest. Yeah, so that was a really good game, Dragon Blaze. I super duper enjoyed it. It was kick-ass. I think, I said this to him on Twitter as well, I think it would have gone a lot different. I'm not saying I would have won, but I think it would have gone a lot differently. The momentum and the pace of the battle would have been a lot different if I'd have brought a default Scizor and maybe a different Pokemon other than Mega Aggron. Maybe brought the default Mega Scizor, brought a different Pokemon that wasn't Aggron that filled a similar role. Yeah, I think the battle would have been a lot different. Would have been a lot closer as well. Definitely wouldn't have been a 3-0. No siree Bob. But it was a really great battle anyway. Fantastic team from our opponent. Fantastic plays. Great strategy. I really highly recommend it. If you enjoyed seeing him whomp my ass, you should go over to his channel. His channel links will of course be in the description below, as ever, friends. So yeah, I really recommend that you check him out. Awesome guy. Awesome content. And as you see, he soundly whipped your glorious leader here. So yeah, if you want to see him humiliate more people, go and subscribe. But yeah, thank you guys for coming by. I hope you enjoyed seeing me get roundly and soundly defeated. Have a Scizorsome day, and I love you all. Goodbye.